The study and celebration of law do not end with the arguments and awards. They continue in the values we carry forward. A very good evening to the esteemed dignitaries, respected faculty members, participants, and all my dear friends. I am Sanay Kulkarni, a student of third year BA LLB, and it is with immense pride and heartfelt gratitude that I welcome you to the valedictory ceremony of the third edition of Vivekanand Legal Conclave 2025-26, organized by Vivekanand Education Society's College of Law, Mumbai. Over the course Over the course of last 3 days, we have witnessed an inspiring confluence of legal intellect, advocacy, creativity, and collaboration. Students from across the nation have come together to engage with the law not merely as a subject but as a living force that shapes society and safeguards justice. Today's valedictory ceremony is not just a closing note, it is a celebration of effort, excellence, and the collective spirit that made this fest meaningful and memorable. We are honored by the presence of our esteemed dignitaries, respected faculty members, and the enthusiastic participants who have enriched this platform of legal discourse. We shall commence our event by lighting a lamp of knowledge and wisdom. This is a symbolic moment that signifies the dispelling of darkness and igniting of thought and enlightenment. It is our honor to invite Honorable Justice Abhay Ahuja Sir, Honorable Justice Sriram Shirsat Sir, the trustees of Vivekanand Education Society, and our dear principal, Dr. Jayashree Kanchanpurkar ma'am. I request the dignitaries to please on the stage to right.
या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां निस्तेष जाड्या आहा.
I request the dignitaries to please take the designated seats on the dais. The 3 days of our annual Law Fest was nothing short of exceptional, showcasing the immense talent and dedication of all the participants. We witnessed intense legal arguments and rigorous preparation in the moot court competition, where teams demonstrated the profound understanding of law and advocacy skills. The PIL drafting competition was equally insightful, with participants drafting compelling public interest litigation that addressed critical environmental issues. In the client counseling competition, we saw participants showcase the practical legal skills, offering sound advice and guidance in real world scenarios. Finally, the debate competition added an element of intellectual rigor, where participants engaged in thought provoking discussions tackling contemporary environmental and social issues. Each event was a true testament to the hard work and passion of all involved in making this year's fest an overwhelming success. It is now my privilege to invite our beloved principal, Dr. Jayashree Kanchanpurkar ma'am, to address us with her words of wisdom. Ma'am, your guidance and leadership have always been a source of inspiration to us, and we would be honored to hear your thoughts on this special occasion.
Respected Chief Guest, Honorable Justice Shri Abhay Ahuja, and Honorable Justice Shri Shriram Shishar, distinguished dignitaries on dais, Advocate Shri Rajesh Bihani sir, Secretary to the Registrar, respected trustees member, Ashok Sahani sir, esteemed faculty members, dear participants, and my beloved students. Very good evening to all. At the outset, I express our deep sense of gratitude to the esteemed chief guest of for today, Honorable Justice Shri Abhay Ahuja and Honorable Justice Shri Ram Shirsa. Your august presence has added immense academic and moral values to this conclave. We are truly honored and privileged to have you with us. Thank you, sir. Over the last 3 days, the Vivekanand Legal Conclave has stood a meaningful and a successful celebration of legal education. The conclave began on an inspiring note with the generous presence of Honorable Justice Shri Abhay O at the inaugural ceremony, setting a high academic and ethical benchmark for the entire event. All four competitions which we witnessed, moot court, client counseling, debate, and PIL drafting competitions were conducted smoothly with passionate participation from the students, vibrant intellectual exchange from the students across the 40 universities. So thank you very much, students, for your participation. I, I must particularly mention here the valuable feedback which we have received from the judges of this competition, that the participants have shown a very strong listening skill, critical thinking ability, rigorous research which they have done for their work, and commendable courtroom discipline. And thank you to our judges which they have given us this feedback, and they have specifically conveyed that please mention it to the student participants. I am very sure that this competition not only tested your knowledge of law, but also your ability to apply legal principles on the very crucial subject like environmental law. We were honored by the presence of eminent judges advocates, and our alumni who have guided and encouraged the participants. The collective efforts of everyone involved have made the conclave truly memorable. So we thank you all the judges, those who have accepted our invitation and given their valuable time. My heartfelt appreciation goes to in charge faculties, Dr. Rajwant Rao sir and Professor Shriya Babar and other faculty members, admin staff members, especially Durga Madam, that is Prerna, Mrs. Prerna Bandari, organizing committee, our core committee, volunteers who tireless efforts behind the scenes ensure that the smooth and successful conduct of this program. To our participants, I congratulate you for your active involvement. And remember one thing, students I'm specifically saying, winning and losing is not everything. What is important is that your participation in the competition. So this will help you for your future. Thank you very much and all the best to the participants. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. It is now my honor and privilege to invite our esteemed Secretary of Vivekanand Education Society, Sri Rajesh Gehani sir, to kindly grace the dais and address the gathering. Sir's constant guidance, visionary leadership, and unwavering support have been a source of inspiration for both the faculty and the students alike.
Honorable Justice Mr. Abhay, I'm sorry, Ahuja, my Honorable Justice Mr. Sri Ram, I am so very much honored to have both of you with me on the stage. It's really a pleasure for me to have you here. I, being a practicing advocate and Justice Abhay Ahuja has also been a practicing advocate. We have practiced almost together. We have appeared against each other in quite a few matters. As a practicing advocate, I have always felt that advocates are a community with huge respect for the bench and for their own colleagues also. We are used to fighting tooth and nail in the court, but then outside the court, we come together, we have our tea together, we have lunch together, and it's a very, very cordial and friendly atmosphere. This is what a true professional should be always. In fact, when I was hearing the arguments advanced by these two teams, I was really happy to note that today's generation of advocates are much, much better, at least as far as when I compare them to myself. They are much better than what I used to be earlier. So a big hand to all of you, to the young and upcoming advocates. They have done pretty well, and the arguments advanced on law, on facts was really amazing. It would be a difficult proposition for the esteemed judges also to decide which way to take. But ultimately, law will always prevail. With these few words, I wish all of you all the best. I'm happy that the faculty has also organized this entire event very well. Yesterday I was honored to welcome Justice Oak here, the retired Supreme Court judge, and we had an excellent function day before yesterday. With this, I thank you all the best.
Thank you, sir. Now, it is with great pleasure that I introduce our chief guest for today. They are distinguished individuals whose remarkable achievements and unwavering commitment to the legal field have earned them immense respect. Please give a round of applause to Honorable Justice Abhay Ahuja sir and Honorable Justice Sriram Singh sir of the Bombay Court. Justice Abhay Ahuja sir was born on 24th of August 1969. He graduated in science from Jain College, Mumbai in the year 1989 and joined the Government Law College, Mumbai for the Bachelor's of Law. After completing LLB, he was enrolled as an advocate with the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa in August 1992. He completed his Master's in Commercial Laws from the University Department of Law, University of Mumbai in the year 1994. He was qualified as a solicitor in India in the year 1995 and as a solicitor in Supreme Court of England and Wales in the year 1999. He was also enrolled as an advocate on record in the Supreme Court of India in the year 2000. Sir practiced primarily in the commercial, corporate, property, and taxation laws, representing and advising the government, its departments, PSUs, banks, corporates, and individuals in the matters before the forums like the Supreme Court of India, the Bombay High Court, Delhi High Court, Bombay City Civil and Sessions Court, the National Company Law Tribunal, and other local courts and tribunals in India. Sir was appointed as a senior standing counsel by the Income Tax Department in the year 2008, then as a senior panel counsel Group 1 by the Government of India in the year 2015, and then as a senior panel counsel by the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India in the year 2018, representing the government in many important decisions till his elevation as a judge of the Honorable Bombay High Court on March 4, 2020. I request our Honorable Secretary, Mr. Rajesh Gehani sir, to felicitate Justice Abhay Ahuja sir with a token of love and expression. We sincerely thank Honorable Justice Abhay Ahuja sir for graciously being part in today's event. Now, to introduce our other guest of honor. Justice Sriram Vinayak Shikshak sir was born on 5th August 1976 and he completed his bachelor's in law from New Law College, Matunga. Sir has been practicing on the criminal side for the last 25 years. Sir has handled cases pertaining to economic offences, Prevention of Corruption Act, PMLA, NDPS, Companies Act, medical negligence, and many more. Sir has practiced as a special public prosecutor for specialized agencies like the Central Bureau of Investigation, Directorate of Enforcement, Narcotics Control Bureau, National Investigation Agency, Railway Protection Force, and many more. He had appeared as an additional public prosecutor and special public prosecutor for the Union of India in a series of cases individually as well as with the former Additional Solicitor General of India, Sri Anil Singh sir. like in the bail application of Riya Chakrabarti and others versus the Narcotics Control Bureau, Aryan Khan and others versus NCB, Directorate of Enforcement versus Jet Airways, Naresh Goyal versus the Enforcement Directorate, and many more. Sir has appeared before various forums including the Supreme Court of India, the Bombay High Court, the Honorable National Commission at New Delhi, the State Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission Mumbai, and Consumer Dispute Redressal Forums in Mumbai. Seeing such dedication to justice and excellency over law, he was elevated as the additional judge of the Bombay High Court on 2nd September 2025. I request our Honorable Secretary, Advocate Sri Rajesh Kehani sir, to felicitate Justice Sriram Sridhar sir with a token of love and affection. Thank you, sir, for graciously accepting our invitation and for your valuable presence today. Now, I request our Honorable Justice Abhay Ahuja, sir, to please come forward and share his valuable insights.
So good evening, all of you. My brother, Justice Sriram Desat, Judge, Bombay High Court, Dr. Jayashree Kanchanpurkar, Principal of the College of Dr. Rajbant Rao, and Ms. Shreya Babbar, co-conveners, Mr. Rajesh Gehani, Secretary of the Society, Ms. Tapaswini Tripathi, and Mr. Pratik Arya, General Secretary, Mr. Ayush Yadav, my dear participants, students, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy to be here this evening and thank you for inviting me to judge the final round of the 8th Sri Hashuji Advani Memorial Intercollegiate Moot Court Competition along with my brother Sriram Shesar, Justice Sriram Shesar. This competition in the name of late Sri Hashuji Advani is a befitting tribute to an illustrious lawyer and social worker with a zest to serve society in multifarious ways, starting as a migrant due to the partition and building this education society and also being elected as a legislator 5 times and a minister twice. I was very fortunate to be given the profitable book today. I was eagerly looking forward to hear about this illustrious personality, and now I have the profitable book to read and to share. Coming to the topic of the day, we need to first understand what the Constitution promises. The Constitution of India, under Article 21, recognizes the right to a clean and healthy environment as a fundamental right of a citizen. In the words of our Honorable CJR, Justice Suryakant, Article 21, which enshrines the right to life, and personal security, must be understood as extending also to preservation of ecological conditions essential for the sustenance of the life. The mood problem we had today, and all of you have been deliberating over a period of 3 years, 3 days, I think covers this aspect very deeply. Articles 47 and 48A place a duty on the state to raise the standard of living of its citizens and protect and improve the environment and safeguard forests and wildlife. The judiciary has played a proactive role in shaping environmental jurisprudence through landmark cases like MC Mehta, Vellore Citizens, Palar River and Pollution by Tannery's case, as it is popularly known as rural litigation and entitlement hindrance, and many other such cases. In fact, recently the case, and I believe that is the case that has been followed by the person who has drafted the mood problem, is the case of the Aravali Hills and Ranges, which has been where the Supreme Court has proposed a high-powered committee to undertake a complete assessment of the definition of Aravali Hills and Ranges and the impact of the mining in the said area. Just a little note on the draftsman. Whenever we draft such problems, we do not take sides, and I was quite surprised to read one line in the mood problem: state-backed corporations. So corporations are never state-backed, and the person who has drafted this, it is a very well drafted mood proposition, but to take care in future. The mood problem was definitely very challenging and is not limited to being a mere legal dispute to be argued before a court of law, but an extremely relevant issue concerning and touching the very ecological soul of our nation. You did not argue an abstract problem, but you were engaged with a very fundamental constitutional question. How does a nation honor its obligation to protect nature for present and future generations and at the same time ensure economic development of its citizens? The basic principle of environmental law and jurisprudence is to maintain the fine balance between protecting the environment and balancing development and sustainability on the other hand. The principles of sustainable development, precautionary principle, intergenerational equity, and the public trust doctrine, amongst others, are key to understanding how we navigate these complex issues. I personally had an opportunity to examine the issue of sustainable development with Honorable Justice Datta, who is the judge of the Supreme Court of India and who was earlier the Chief Justice of this court, in a judgment in the case of the National High Speed Rail Corporation versus State of Maharashtra, in which we held, and I quote, "It has been consistently observed that while economic development should not be allowed to take place at the cost of ecology or by causing widespread environment destruction and violation, at the same time, the necessity to preserve ecology and environment should not hamper economic and other development. Both development and environment must go hand in hand. In other words, there should not be development at the cost of environment and vice versa. But there should be development by taking due care and ensuring due protection of the environment." As mooters, when you argue about moot propositions like these, you are not simply interpreting statutes like Environment Protection Act, Forest Conservation Act, or the other acts that we refer to today, but you are also called upon to address the court on balancing of competing values and interests of development and conservation and economic growth and intergenerational equity. As the old Native American proverb goes, we do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. Participating in a moot court is more than just arguing a case. It is about understanding and applying laws in the context of the issues, understanding the use of legal language, maxims, evolving a sound legal strategy, developing the art of persuasion, and learning to think on your feet. It is about teamwork, resilience, embracing the thrill of the law, and also about those nail-biting moments in the courtroom. I think all the participants we witnessed today met with all the criteria. The enthusiasm was top class. Now, to all the participants today, always remember that this is more than a competition, and it is your dedicated participation that shines through and will help you in your future legal career. I support the views of your principal that participation is important. Just a note, moot court competitions are not debating competitions. Advocacy is very important. You need not be loud or aggressive. Court manners are very important. A good lawyer is who knows the law, but a better one is who knows the judge. What the judge expects, not knowing him personally, but what the judge expects. That is very important. By participating in this competition, you are all already winners. The real victory lies in the wealth of skills and experience you gain from this competition, as well as from the interaction with your peers. As future members of the legal profession, I am sure each one of you present here will have an opportunity to balance the rights and equities of communities and corporations. And hopefully one day you will shape environmental laws and policy. Wishing each one of you the best in all your endeavors. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for the enlightening and insightful address. We are truly honored by your presence and deeply grateful for the valuable guidance and perspective shared with us today. With the insightful words addressed by our esteemed chief guest, we move ahead with today's program. After 3 days of thrilling competition and impressive performances, the moment we have all been waiting for has finally arrived. It is time to announce the results for the third Vivekanand Legal Conclave. In this edition of Conclave, we had conducted our fourth flagship event, which includes the 8th Hashuji Advani Memorial Intercollegiate Moot Court Competition, 3rd Intercollegiate Client Counseling Competition, 3rd Intercollegiate Debate Competition, and 3rd Intercollegiate PI Drafting Competition. Before we proceed with the presentation of awards, we would like to place on record our sincere appreciation for the dedication, perseverance, and commendable efforts of all the participants. Each participant has demonstrated remarkable commitment, making this event a truly meaningful and competitive. I request our Honorable Justice, our Honorable Chief Guest, to please get on the stage to present the awards. Starting with the awards for the third Intercollegiate Client Counseling Competition 2025-26. I request our Honorable Chief Guest, Justice Abhay Ahuja sir, to present the awards to the winners. The first award is for the Best Counsel. Any guesses? The Best Counsel Award goes to Team Code D, Counsel 2, Ms. Meenakshi Shetty of Advocate Bhanasar Partner College of Law. She is receiving a trophy, a certificate of achievement, and a prize of Rs 3,000. Coming to the next award, the runner-ups in the third Intercollegiate Client Counseling Competition. Any guesses? The finals. So the runner-up team is Team Code E of National Law University, Jodhpur. be receiving a trophy, a certificate of achievement, and a prize of rupees 5,000. And finally, coming to the winners. Any guesses for the winners?
Take guesses, everyone.
Guys, any guesses?
So the winners for the third intercollegiate client counseling competition 2025-26 is Team Code D of Advocate shall be receiving a certificate, a trophy, and a cash prize of 10,000. Now I request our Honorable Chief Guest Justice Sriram Shirsad Sir to present the awards for the third intercollegiate debate competition and third intercollegiate PI drafting competition. Starting with the awards for the debate competition. The first award for the best speaker and for the motion goes to. Any guesses again? Guys, please show some enthusiasm. Debate. So the best speaker for the motion goes to Team Code M, Speaker 2, Ms. Kamya Manish Gupta of Vivekanand Residence Society Institute of Technology. Next, we have the best speaker against the motion. Any guesses for against the motion? It goes to Team H, Speaker 2, Mihir Kangrekar. It is awarded to PPM CMC Law College, Thane. Then we have the runner-up. Any guesses for the runner-up team for debate? The runner-ups for the competition are Team Code H, again BPM TMC Law College, Thane. finally coming to the winners. So let's go straight in. The winner for this competition is Team Code K, Chembur, Karnataka College of Law. Continuing with our awards. Now we have awards for the third intercollegiate PIL drafting competition 2025-26. The first award is for the second best PIL, which is awarded to participant code K of Government Law College, Mumbai. Coming to the winners. The winner for the third intercollegiate PIL drafting competition is participant code P of Navalmal Firodia Law College, Pune. All the participants, please show some appreciation and give a round of applause. Finally, coming to the award for the 8th Ashiji Advani Memorial Intercollegiate Moot Court Competition. The first award goes for the best mooter. Any request? Any guesses? Any guesses? So the best mooter award goes to Team Code J, Mooter 2, Mr. Pratik Sharma of PEST Jayatiral H. Patel Law College. We shall be receiving a certificate of excellence, a trophy, and a cash prize of rupees 7,500. Coming to our next award, which is for the best memorial. The best memorial award, is given to Team Code F of Manikchand Pandey Law College, Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar, Aurangabad. We shall be receiving a trophy, a certificate of excellence, a cash prize of rupees 7,500, and a SEC online subscription of 1 year. The next award is for the runner-up in the 8th Hashuji Advani Memorial Intercollegiate Moot Court Competition. Any guesses for the runner-ups? The runner-ups are Team Code D of Advocate Balasaheb Apte College of Mumbai. finally, the award for the winner. I hope everyone is aware.
No
The
clue,
winner,
no clue, absolutely no clue.
the winner of the 8th Particular Award in English was Jay. And receiving a trophy, a certificate of excellence, and the SEC online subscription for 1 year for rupees 32,000. I request Honorable Justice Abhay Ahuja sir to hand over the The winners belong to KEST Jayantial H. Patel Law College, Mumbai. I request our honorable judges to please take a seat on the dais. We extend our heartfelt congratulations to all the award recipients for their well-deserved achievements. At the same time, we commend every participant for their dedication, perseverance, and commendable effort throughout the event. Now, I request our student co-convener of 3rd Vivekanand Legal Conclave, Ms. Tapaswini Tripathi, to conclude the ceremony with a vote of thanks.
Hello. Hello. As we draw the curtains on this year's annual Intercollegiate Law Fest, the third Vivekanand Legal Conclave 2025-26, I, Tapaswini Tripathi, the student co-convener of the third Vivekanand Legal Conclave 2025-26, I stand here with immense pride and gratitude, carrying with me the emotions, memories, and to reflect on how meaningful this journey has been for all of us. And although you hear me speaking I speak these words of thanks on behalf of both of us, Shita Jarya, my student co-convener, and myself. At the very outset, I extend our deepest and most sincere gratitude to our distinguished judges, Honorable Justice Sri Abhay Ahuja Sir and Honorable Justice Sri Sriram Shirsat Sir. Your presence has added immense dignity, credibility, and inspiration to this conclave. Your insightful observations, encouragement, and words of wisdom have enriched the experience of every participant and organizer alike. We are truly grateful for your valuable time, guidance, and blessings. I now take this opportunity to express our heartfelt gratitude to the respected management of Vivekanand Education Society. Shri Rajesh Gehani Sir, Secretary, Vivekanand Education Society, Shri Ashok Sahani Sir and Ms. Kavita Ma'am, Associate Members, Vivekanand Education Society. Your leadership, support, and faith in student initiative enable platforms like the Vivekanand Legal Conclave to flourish. My sincere and heartfelt thanks to our respected principal, Dr. Jayshree Kanchanpurkar Ma'am, whose leadership, constant motivation, and belief in holistic education make such large-scale academic initiatives possible. Ma'am, your trust in students empowers us to dream big and execute such events with confidence. I would also like to extend my gratitude to our registrar, Ms. Prerna Bhandari Ma'am, whose unwavering administrative support and seamless coordination ensure that every aspect of this conclave functions smoothly behind the scenes. I now take this moment to acknowledge and thank our teaching and non-teaching staff whose continuous guidance, cooperation, and silent dedication form the backbone of every successful institutional endeavor. I would also like to extend our sincere appreciation to our sponsors and partners, especially our media partner, SCC Times, and knowledge partner, SCC Online, for their valuable support towards the 8th Sri Hashoji Advani Memorial Intercollegiate Moot Court Competition and as the media partner for the 3rd Vivekanand Legal Conclave 2025-26.
A very special and heartfelt note of gratitude is now reserved for Mr. Bhushan Shinde sir, whose association with our institution spans over a decade. From a time From a time when the Vivekanand legal conclave was not even an idea, Sir has been a constant pillar of support and guidance. His dedication, quiet leadership, and commitment have shaped countless events, students, and systems within the college. As he moves on to a new chapter, we carry forward his legacy with immense respect, gratitude, and appreciation for everything he has contributed to the growth and state of the country. We all will miss you, sir. Now we would like to express our deepest gratitude to our faculty in charges, Mr. Rajwant Rao sir and Ms. Shriya Babar ma'am, who have been much more than mentors to us throughout the journey of the third Vivekanand Legal Conclave. From patiently guiding us through every challenge to motivating us during moments of uncertainty, they stood by us with constant support. Their trust in us, personal involvement at every little stage, and timely reassurance gave us the confidence to take such a big responsibility. Now, I would like to take a moment to personally acknowledge the incredible efforts of our department heads, committee members, and volunteers. Each one of each one of you has truly been the driving force behind such an event. Our accommodation and guest relations team that ensured that every judge, guest, and participant felt welcome, not just as visitors, but as a valued member of our institution. Your warmth, patience, and attention to the smallest of details reflected the values we indeed hold. The registration team, both online and offline, that happened on ground, handled an overwhelming volume of coordination with remarkable calm and dedication. You were often the first point of contact and reassurance and the first impression of this conclave. And you carried that responsibility with grace, and I hope the participants agree by that. A special thank you to the stationery department, which ensured that every requirement, no matter how last minute, which you all know, was always taken care of smoothly. Your preparedness and attention to detail made the flow of the conclave very effortless.
Stationery.
Behind the scenes, the logistics and security team worked relentlessly, often unnoticed but never unnoticed, managing venues, movement, and discipline with such precision. Your efforts ensured that everything ran so smoothly and safely, allowing all the rest of us to focus the larger purpose of the conclave. The technical and forum hall management deserve special appreciation for standing steady under pressure and ensuring that every session, round, and announcement ran without interruption. Our creatives and social media team gave this conclave its identity, its voice, and its melody. Your design, documentation, and outreach to capture not just moments but emotions. The food and hospitality team worked through long and demanding schedules with immense care, making sure that even in the busiest moments, no one felt overlooked. They were in fact the first people reporting at 5:30 or 6 a.m. in the college to ensure that the judges coordination team, court heads, and timekeepers upheld discipline, fairness, and structure across every round. Your sense of responsibility ensured that each competition was conducted with integrity, professionalism, and respect for the process. Now, a very special word of appreciation goes to the moot court, debate, client counseling, and PIL drafting, the memorials, and the academic coordination team, the academic heart of this conclave. Your dedication, preparation, and commitment to intellectual rigor gave the meaning to this platform. I would also like to sincerely appreciate the client training and management team for the third intercollegiate client counseling competition and all the clients for their collective effort, which played a key role in the smooth and effective conduct of the event. The certificates, trophies, and mementos team ensured that every effort, achievement, and contribution was not only recognized but very carefully also remembered. A special thank you to the digital creative team for handling everything from banners, brochures to online visuals and ensuring that the conclave was represented clearly and consistently across platforms. The brochures that you saw, the banners that you see are all over. A special mention to Mr. Ayush Yadav, our General Secretary, who day and closely involved at every stage of this conclave. From coordination to execution, things at the college level was so carefully handled by him with remarkable ease, quietly holding many things together all at once. Now, on a personal note, I would like to speak about my co-convener, Mr. Kshitij Arya. From the very beginning of this conclave, he has been my constant point of support. Even though he is a year senior to me, he has always treated me as an equal, trusting me, valuing my opinions, and making me feel important throughout this journey. There were moments of pressure, doubt, and exhaustion, and in all of them, he was simply there taking responsibility, stepping in without being asked, and making sure things moved forward. His support was not just professional, but deeply personal to me, and I honestly cannot imagine this journey without him. This conclave, this conclave may belong to a team, but for me, a large part of it carries his presence. And lastly, a sincere and my most heartfelt thanks to all the participants for the effort, discipline, and enthusiasm you brought to the third Vivekanand legal conclave. Finally, this event would not have been possible without your presence, support, and participation. Thank you all. May I now request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem.
भारत माता की
Everyone else, kindly settle down in your seats. I request the winners of all the four competitions to kindly come forward for a photograph first. Kindly come forward quickly.
सर तुमचे बोलाचा वाटत
बैठना नहीं है
तुमचा बोलाचा वाटत सगळं लाईव्ह वगैरे वाव तुमचा बोलाचा वाटत सियाचा वाटत ऑनलाईन ऑनलाईन social media. ठीक आहे बरं छान आहे आवडलं तुमचं मॅनेजमेंट मला सोशल मीडिया ठीक आहे
फक्त एक थँक्यू ओके
पीछे की स्टाफ चलो सर जी तबीयत खराब है
I now request all the participants to kindly come forward.
ऐसे आ जाओ all the participants
आप दोनों आगे बैठ सकते हैं ये ट्रेन में नहीं आ रहे वो भी नहीं आ रहे सर बिठाओ 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 प्लीज कम
can आपके just come ahead
एक्सक्यूज मी थोड़ा सा पीछे थोड़ा सा सर कैमरा एक मिनट फिलहाल just 1 minute अरे पहले अच्छा क्या दोबारा अपन क्या जाओ जाओ ये सर कैमरा थोड़ा सा
Right.
Yes. Ready? हाथ सर हाथ एक सर हाथ ओके
Participants, just a little note, we have a memory verse set up in the skill area. Kindly do fill up that for us. I now request our teaching and non-teaching staff to kindly come forward for a photograph.
हाँ मैम
I request everyone to kindly not make a crowd in front of the stage. Please, you may take your seats, everyone.
आप लोगों का हो गया होगा प्लीज थोड़ा पीछे हाँ चलेगा कोई आगे आ सकते पूरा पानी मध्ये थांब प्रसादच्या हम थोडंसं
I now request our dignitaries to proceed to the podium. Thank you.
सानिया हो गया बना